Hey, what's up, guys? Nova here. Today we're gonna be playing Songs of Conquest. Um, it's this indie game on Steam. It's just an RTS. We're just gonna be playing the single-player campaign on hard difficulty. I've played the game around a little bit, so I know the basics. I don't know a whole lot more than that, but let's give it a go. Cecilia Stoutheart, the new Baroness of the Barony of Stoutheart, was on her way to the quarries of Flint Hills. All shipments of stone from this region had stopped, and she was determined to find out why. She suspected an uprising of bandits and peasants had already sent troops to the region to restore order. Alright, so it's a little pixelated. I really do like the art for this game. Alright. So our objective is to get all the way over here. So it's just right click to move. And on our way over there, we're gonna see these little points of interest, and we just want to click on these, and they're just gonna make us stronger as we move along. They're gonna give us XP and gold, and some things will even give us troops. A dead commander. The dead commander wore Stoutheart colors, and the distinctive sign of the Corvus reserves. Stolen ore was one thing, but an uprising against the Stoutheart troops was more serious. Alright, so every turn, we only have a certain amount of movement. So we just gotta end our turn. Oh, I actually didn't know this, but we have to actually finish in a certain amount of rounds. Okay. I mean, it's no big deal. Complete your objectives before round 25. I guess that's just making sure that you don't Alright, the Corvus Reserves. Some wounded soldiers appeared from the forest and snapped to attention. This was Cecilia's Corvus Reserves, and they had clearly seen combat recently. Hail, Baroness. The Corvus Reserves await your command. Lieutenant, you've seen some combat. What is the situation and status of the mines? Our scouts detected hostiles nearby, milady. The gold mine to the south has been seized by rebels. We also encountered an unexpectedly well-armed force at Flint Hills to the west. We took heavy casualties and were forced to retreat. How well armed? There aren't peasants with tools. These aren't peasants with tools and knives. They have crossbows and swords, and bannerless knights ride with them. This is no peasant uprising. Someone thinks me weak and seeks to take advantage of my father's death to steal more than a few shipments of ore. We must uphold the laws and show them the error of their ways. Gather the troops, we march for Flint Hills. Alright, so we got a few more troops. And now we gotta come down to the gold mine and show these guys what's up. Alright, we're gonna come down here, grab a few more units. Stand down. This mine belongs to the Barony of Stoutheart. It belongs to me. We will do no such thing. You'd be wise to go back to your castle and prepare for a storm. There's one coming, I gather. The only storm gathering here is me. Prepare yourselves. Alright. So here's the battle screen. So, typically, you can either manual battle or a quick battle. Now, a quick battle will just skip the fight, and then it'll just, like, AI, like, skip it. But, you know, for the sake of the video, I'm gonna manually play all the fights out. For content. I mean, it would be so boring if I just skipped all the fights. Alright. So basically, you got like your little guy. Let me explain combat. So you have your one little guy, and inside of this one person are like 9 swordsmen. And inside of this one archer are 13 archers, if that makes sense. Useless. I mean, what is one crossbowman gonna do? I'm not too worried about it. I should have moved them up on high ground. Okay, alright, this is fine, actually. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, so I lost a few more troops than I would have liked. So the way high ground works is high ground has advantages and disadvantages, or it has no disadvantages. Oh, okay, I lose 6, wow. Alright. 20 melee resistance plus 2 order essence. I'm gonna take more troops. That's just infinitely more useful. Like, the ability to have another stack of units over, like, a percentage. Cecilia was no ordinary commander. She was a wielder, and could draw upon the essence of her troops to weave mighty spells. But anyways, what is this? Hundreds of years ago, the Empire of Aurelia spanned the whole world. Statues of the Empress can still be found across the Arleon, and many folk speak dreamingly of the golden years of Aurelia. So is this just a statue? Ooh, wait, that's really good. That is like a free spell. There's a spell that does the same thing as that. I have no idea what initiative is. All I know is what troop movement is. I think initiative is just like when you can take your turn. I feel like that makes the most sense. Alright. Erected barricades and a small force of armed peasants block the road west. You best be gone, young Stuttgart. Flint Hills are free land now. Free? Free to be attacked by bandits and pillaged by their baronies. Who protect the people? You? Why not? As you can see, we are quite well armed. I can see that. But I caution you to think carefully before your next actions. Put down your weapons, answer my questions, and I'll be merciful. Or stand unlawfully against me, and my sword will deliver justice. Now, who armed you? One of good intentions. I've seen stout heart mercy. When our Lord Hammond was decapitated by your father, now turn back. It brings me no pleasure to turn my sword upon my subjects, but unlawful acts will not be tolerated. Stout heart will stand. Alright. Seems to be a lot of backstory going on. I'm fine with this. That's rush you. Okay. Thank you, I guess. High ground. Bam. Bam. Then you said, yes. Okay, you do nothing, I guess. I guess you just swing. Wow, yeah. I feel like they have a lot longer range on high ground than they do on low ground. That might be a bonus to like crossbowmen or something that I've never seen before. Because usually whenever I use crossbowmen, they have like insanely short range on like short round. Like it is almost never worth using them. As Cecilia's troops approached Flint Hills, a well-armed force of soldiers wearing no barony's colors came out to meet them. Knights, archers, you're no ordinary bandit force. I've always wanted to kill a wielder. You won't be the first upstart knight I've defeated. Alright, we got some cocky dude. He thinks he's gonna be able to beat me. Alrighty. Little does he know, I have spells. Alright. Well, this poor guy. Okay. I'm just gonna keep... Well... I really don't want to move you. But... Wow. Oh, that's inside deathly range. That only killed one. Wow. Actually, I should have pacified this guy. Wow. Oops. I guess. That's bad on my part, honestly. Oh, no. This is really bad on me. About to do so much damage. Wow, he did 1 damage. Nice. Okay. All right. Alright, so we won. Nice. Just barely. Wow, that was a struggle. Those knights were very tanky. I was not expecting that. I'm grabbing this melee resist. Jeez. A crowd of peasants, led by a village elder, came out to greet Cecilia as her force entered Flint Hills. I have defeated the rebels and restored Flint Hills to the protection of Stoutheart, as is my duty. Now, who among you will tell me what happened? These knights and their soldiers appeared recently and armed all the local troublemakers. They seized our quarries and mines and started sending the shipments south towards Barksware, where their patron waits. And none of you stood against them? None of you sent word to the local warden or to Springhold? No, milady. We were feared for our lives. We sent a messenger to Hope's Glade to warn them and ask for help, but the messenger never returned. Remember this moment the next time you are made the offer of independence. I will always protect the barony from threats within and without. Join my forces, and together we restore order to this territory. We'll heed the call of stout hearts, as we did for your father before you. They're able bodied. They're recruits and the peasant. Alright. So. A small band of Cecilia's scouts stood waiting along this roadside. Lady Stoutheart, Corporal Greenwood. We've come from your warden, Vilja of Thorncliffe, as per your command. Your troops are concealed at the forest edge. Corporal, this is not forest edge. These troops are camped within the Tinderwall. You may have disturbed the Fae. The Fae, milady. Surely the Fae are only a myth, superstitions for the country folk. Did my ancestors sign a covenant with mythological creatures? The law of the leaves still stand, and we must make sacrifice or break peace. Consider what we must forfeit to. I await your judgment. My life is yours. Your death would serve no one. If I remember my history. Your lowest turn. Alright, so I get rangers. Nice. Alright. Celia exclaimed. The strange art, she noticed. She'd studied many strange ruins from her time, but never one that seemed so alive. Alright. Starting running into another fight. Oh wait, actually. There's more camps back here. I'm gonna grab these. But no foot soldiers. Isn't that just wonderful? Guarding the road was a large force of mercenaries, hailing from the merchant states of Baria. Turn back. The road is open or shipments from Flint Hills only. I see you are strangers to these lands, or you would know me as the lawful Baroness Stoutheart. I do not recall a declaration of war from the Barian city-states. Therefore, you are thieves and trespassers. What other crimes shall I add to the list? We've committed no crimes. We're honorable mercenaries, here on contract and merely following orders. I spit on your contract. You have my ore, therefore you are thieves. You return it. Tell me who hired you, and maybe I'll ransom you back to your employers. We are not afraid to fight you, Stoutheart. But be warned, our contract states that no one wearing Stoutheart colors are to be fared on the battlefield. Of course, if you turn around now, we can't avoid this battle. Never. You shall be treated as thieves and trespassers, and my sword will deliver justice for breaking our laws. Then, unfortunately, we must battle. Alright. Alright, so that's easy. Okay. I want to try and save my, Oh, Mopac. Rally, I guess. Look at that. Alright. We didn't lose anyone. Actually, I think we may have, like, lost one. We didn't lose, like, anyone important. Oh, no, we lost 6. Okay. We didn't lose a whole lot. So, like, we're good. Sicilia's troops searched the smoking range of Hope's Glade, looking for survivors. Townsfolk had clearly put up a fight, and for that they had suffered. From the rubble, they heard a moan, and they uncovered a badly injured militiaman. Lady Stoutheart, we held as long as we could. We had to retreat. They were too strong. Who did this? Barians? A troop of Barian mercenaries marched on towards Barksburg. But if it were knights that attacked us, men of Arleon, setting fire to our homes, taking no surrender. All we could do was flee to the hills north of here. The wounded man tried to speak. He fell limp. His eyes glazed over as the last sliver of strength left his body. His essence is in the wind, but Stoutheart still stands. Come, there are survivors here yet. Let's search the hills before we journey south to Barksburg. Let's put an end to this. Alright. Well, yeah, I definitely think I'm gonna make it at within the turn limit. Yep, there we go. Ooh, that is worrying. That is very worrying, actually. Okay. Threat level worthy. Okay. Wow, I am quite worried. Okay. Alright, I mean, worthy battle. Alright. I mean, let's do this. I mean, extremely high priority is this guy. Yeah. I really just want to skip his turn. And see if I can, like, try and play... Oh, that is a lot of damage. Oh my god. Okay, actually, I'm gonna keep him there. Wow. That is not a lot of damage. Okay, I actually think I lose this. Okay. Wow. Maybe. Well, actually, maybe. Nope. I genuinely have no idea. just great. Oh wait, I just win. Okay, I won. That was so close. I mean, that's the first worthy battle I've ever fought. Wow, okay, that was actually really hard. I mean, that was down to the wire. Like, if I played that any worse, I just lose. Wow, that was, I mean, GG. That was really hard. Whew. I think he had more units than I did. I mean, he just had, like, better frontline than me. I mean, sure, I had 40 crossbowmen, but that doesn't matter whenever I actually had, like, 60, but wow. Okay. After the battle, a beaten Amanda Breeze is brought before Cecilia. Wielder, we appeal to your honor and beg that we may negotiate a surrender. I am Amanda Breeze of the Quartz Battalion and a stranger to these parts. I concede the field and withdraw my forces. You are indeed a stranger. Buy-in. Oh, why am I talking like the other guy? You are indeed a stranger, Buy-in. Or you would know by my colors that I am Cecilia Stoutheart. Was it your weapons that armed the bandits who caused the uprising at my mines? There was a misunderstanding, milady. We were led to believe by our employer that they had a lawful claim on these lands. When we realized our betrayal, we had already signed the contract. By the mercenary code, we could not withdraw our services. Reveal to me your employer and the plans. If I am satisfied with your answer, I will spare you. But every brand of your company must leave my mint immediately. It was Lady Hammond that hired us. The Topaz Battalion is sent to recover Ashbourne. We are grateful for your mercy, Lady Stoutheart. May this deal bring great fortune to each party. The information is adequate. I will spare your life and instead send you to the prison in Castle Everkeep. There you may contemplate that honor might be worth more than gold. Corporal, this is your chance to redeem yourself for your error in the Tinderwald. Take 2 squads and transport Captain Amanda Breeze to Everkeep until we can arrange for his ransom. You can depend on me, Lady Stoutheart. Game saved. And victory. Alright, guys. I mean, that was... Honestly, that was pretty crazy. We had a bunch of close calls. I mean, it got really intense. I really thought I was gonna lose, to be honest. But I didn't. You know, I got through it. I won. And I'm gonna call it here. If you guys enjoyed, like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later. Peace. You know, I got through it. I won. And I'm gonna call it here. If you guys enjoyed, like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.
To crush rebellions and push back another upstart. Lady Hammond claimed her settlements. Settle it. We begin.